Hi, welcome to Fun Recaps. Today, I am going to explain a movie called Blast from the Past. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Imagine a father locks his family in a bunker for 35 years, that's in the 1990 movie released called Blast from the Past, set in the year 1962. Calvin and Helen are hosting a party in their home. Helen is expecting a child, and Calvin is a scientist who is making profit due to his inventions. The party is going well until a man notifies Calvin that there is vital news on the television. President John F. Kennedy addresses the country, informing them that they are currently engaged in a standoff with the Soviet Union over the Soviet Union's deployment of nuclear-armed missiles in Cuba. Calvin, at his worst, calls an end to the party and requests that his guests depart as quickly as possible. Calvin carries his pregnant wife into a secret bunker he built for emergencies. Calvin is convinced that nuclear war with the Soviet Union is imminent, and he must save his family. However, a pilot of a fighter jet loses control of the aircraft due to a mechanical failure. He throws himself from the plane, which crashes straight into Calvin's house. The huge impact leads Calvin to believe that his hunch was correct and the nuclear war has begun. So he locks himself and his wife inside the shelter, claiming that they are protecting themselves from radiation. Calvin informs his wife that the radiation will cease to be effective in exactly 35 years, which means that they will have to spend 35 years of their lives inside that bunker. But fear not, Calvin was already prepared and had a whole bunker designed to look like their actual home. Helen does not take this revelation well, and Calvin stresses that there is no need to worry because Calvin has enough food, power, and water supply to last them for years. Helen gives to their son Adam, who is a scientist and inventor. Calvin can make almost anything, including a handy television, which projects reverse images and can only play recorded film tapes, and they get busy living their lives underground. Their property has been sold off and the construction of a malt shop takes place right above them while the life above moves on at his pace. Adam gets raised in the culture of 1962, watching the TV shows from that timeline, and grows up with any outside connection, and he is always there with his mom and dad. Calvin shows Adam some stocks he bought before the nuclear bombing in 1975. Adam keeps the stock papers even though he believes they have little value. Adam also keeps his father's baseball cards, which took him years to collect, in 1995. Calvin and Helen have gotten older, and it's Adam's 33rd birthday. Helen gives herself a coat, and Calvin gives him his newly designed roller skates as a birthday gift. When Adam tells his parents that he wants to meet a girl, Calvin tells him that he only has 2 years left and that he might see the girl of his dreams. Exactly 2 years later, the bunker's lock begins to unlock itself. Calvin opens the tremendous door, and when he finally steps out, he confirms that there is no radiation present. When Adam asks if he can go see the outside world, Calvin replies that they must be cautious because they don't know how the world has changed in the last 35 years. The outside world is as bad as it always is. Two homeless people are talking to each other when an earthquake occurs. The ground slowly opens up and one of the homeless men believes he sees God, but it's just Calvin in his radiation suit checking to see if the outside world is worth coming to. Calvin goes around and sees people eating from the garbage, sick people vomiting everywhere, and violent gangs roaming around with firearms. Overall, Calvin concludes that the world outside is done for and they are continuing living down in the bunker. However, Helen has had enough of living underground for 35 years and wants her son to experience real life. Calvin and Helen have a fight, which causes Calvin to have heart problems. Helen says she needs to take care of him and cannot leave his side, so Adam volunteers to go outside and bring necessary items for his father's survival. Helen gives his son a shopping list and some quick advice on how to survive outside. Adam packs his belongings and bids farewell to his father, who advises him to find a healthy girl and bring her home so that he has someone to live with when his parents eventually leave him, And most importantly, Calvin gets out of that bunker and the homeless man yet again confuses him for God and asks him for forgiveness since he believes he has made a mess of the life which was given to him. Not fully understanding what he is talking about, Adam giving him some words of encouragement and gets on his way. Adam can't help but smile as he looks at the sky for the first time in his life. He sees a black woman as well, and let me say, if this movie was released in 2022 it would cancelled for sure, just a couple of steps away from his house. Adam finds the adult bookstore which his father warned him against visiting. Calvin gets to a grocery store and he has a long list of items to buy. Before he can do that, it finally dawns on him that he does not know the address of his house and he does not know how to go back. Adam is now lost and he goes but searching for landmarks which can help him track down his home, and he also runs out of money and sees a shop which he buys baseball cards. He shows the shop owner his father's extremely rare baseball card collection, which he tries to sell for $500. Calvin is about to accept the offer when a lovely woman named Eve, who works for the shop owner, warns him about the scam offer and reveals that each card in Calvin's collection is worth thousands of dollars. Eve is obviously fired and is told to leave by the shop owner. Eve runs away from Adam after he follows her and tells her that he is lost and has nowhere to stay. Adam offers her one of his baseball cards in exchange for her assistance in finding a hotel, so Eve accepts it and drives Adam in her car to get him to a hotel. She drops him off at a hotel, gets the card which she was promised, and then takes off without saying a word. Now, Adam incorrectly assumes that baseball cards are accepted as payment in today's world. He is quickly enlightened and subsequently tips the hotel staff in regular dollar bills. Eve returns to the hotel the next day to check on Adam, returning his card and apologizing for taking it in exchange for simply driving him to the hotel after doing what she came for. Eve tries to flee, but Adam pursues her and asks if she has a husband or boyfriend. Adam can't contain his joy when he learns the answer is no. Eve is in a hurry to leave because she needs to find a job so she can stay close to her family. Adam offers her a job to help him sell all of his baseball cards as well as help him buy everything on his shopping list. Eve accepts his offer, and her first day on the job is spent assisting Adam in purchasing a large stock of food and toiletries. Adam is let off at the hotel without a proper farewell, and he spends the night waiting for the dawn to rise so he can see Eve again. Eve tells Adam that she would not date him because her previous relationships were not so fantastic, so he begs her to assist him in finding a wife. Eve invites him to dinner and introduces him to her gay housemate and friend Troy, who is as perplexed as Eve by Adam's strange life observations and tries to figure out where Adam is from. Eve offers to exercise her psychic abilities by taking Adam's hands and guessing as Adam nervously tries not to become thrilled. As to get out just for a while, she gets out of the bunker and the homeless man believes her to be God's mother, and oh, he's gathered more followers now. Adam gets a complete makeover through some help from Troy and he proudly shows off his newly bought set of roller skates. He later sees a beach for the first time in his life and can't control himself from showing off the excitement of it. He learns to dance to the tune of the YMCA and watches a baseball game. For Adam everything is new and even the rain makes him feel like it's a miracle. Slowly and steadily Eve starts to take a liking to Adam, even though she has promised to help him find a girlfriend. Eve takes Adam to a club where they might find a girlfriend for him. There Adam meets Eve's friend Sophie and they quickly bond with each other thanks to their mutual fondness of the French language. Eve gets jealous as she watches them speak passionately in French and takes Adam away from there. Adam later finds another attractive girl who he wants to approach, but Eve tells him that he shouldn't go for her. Troy then points at another girl and this time Eve cannot stop him. Adam walks straight up to the girl and starts up a conversation despite Troy and Eve believing Adam will bomb. They're surprised to see Adam get quite popular among the women in the club. Adam takes them to the dance floor and dances brilliantly with both of them. The dance routine is truly awesome and Eve is clearly jealous to see him have fun with other girls. Adam ends the dance with a striking pose and Eve quickly calls him back. Seeing what Adam had just done, she accuses him of acting stupid and not knowing many things. She asks Adam to stop lying to her and Adam is all ready to tell her everything about him and his family, but then Eve's ex-boyfriend Cliff shows up and interrupts them. He takes Adam's seat and asks Eve to have a drink with him, so make Adam jealous. Eve take off with Cliff, leaving Adam sad and alone. Adam can't help but get sad after seeing Eve drink with her ex-boyfriend, so he goes up to them and makes Eve know that he's not liking it. Cliff then pushes Adam away from there to show himself as the alpha male, but Adam lets him know that he knows how to defend himself. Seeing that Adam is good at fighting, Cliff tries to blindside him several times, but at the end of each try he gets punched by Adam. Cliff finally makes a wise decision and leaves him alone. Eve then quits and tells Adam that she can no longer work for him. Troy later gets home and Eve asks him where Adam is. Troy replies that he saw Adam leave with the two girls he was dancing with. Eve is obviously concerned and Troy calls her out for being in love with Adam. Eve tries to deny it with all her strength and power, but it's evident that she truly is in love with Adam. Troy reveals that he was lying and Adam didn't leave with the two girls. Eve smiles to hear that Adam isn't with another girl, but then Troy tells her that Adam actually left the club with Sophie. Eve cries out in frustration and says anyone but Sophie. She storms out of her house to get to Sophie's place and stop her from taking Adam away from her, but wait, Adam is already outside and unintentionally scares Eve. Is now hurt and angry because of the embarrassment she felt in front of the man she loves. Adam calms her down and applies first aid to her injured knee. Eve concernedly asks what he did in Sophie's apartment. Adam replies that Sophie was very hospitable, but he didn't want to be with her, so he left and came straight to Eve. Seeing him talk about her, Eve can no longer stop herself. She leans forward and kisses Adam, who gets his first kiss at the age of 35 years. Eve finally confesses her love to Adam, who feels like it's his turn to tell her all the truths. He tells Eve about how his father and mother took shelter in their bunker from a Soviet Union's airstrike and how he was born and raised in that bunker. He tells Eve that he spent all of his life underground until he came out a few days earlier, and now that Eve loves him he can take her to his bunker where they can live together forever. It's quite understandably hard for Eve to take it all in, and she politely asks Adam to leave, who happily believes that everything is going to be great. The next day, while driving around in his van, Adam stops after noticing the adult bookstore which he had seen on his first day outside of the bunker. The homeless people's church is praying for the Lord to show them that they are not alone, and just then Adam opens the door to see if he's actually found his home, which he confirms after seeing the homeless man, and leaves. While the homeless man faints in shock, he goes to Eve to tell her the good news. But Eve has invited some doctors to help with his mental condition. Eve believes Adam is delusional based on the story he told her the night before, and the doctors want to admit Adam to their mental hospital to treat his mind. Eve believes Adam is delusional when he tells her that he has finally found his home and wishes to return. However, this only leads Eve to believe that Adam is delusional, and he is apprehended by the doctors while Adam tries to escape. Eve finally accepts the fact that she loves Adam no matter how stupid he or his story seems. Adam gives all his remaining baseball cards to Eve and drives away in his van to go back home. He finally gets home and is warmly welcomed by his parents, and the homeless man has followed him to his house anyway. Eve and Troy later find out that Adam has taken all the food supplies which he had bought. They go to Adam's hotel hoping to find him, but Adam isn't there. Troy then finds some stock certificates of some pretty big companies that Adam left behind, which dates back to 1961. Troy calls the stock exchange and finds out that the stocks are worth up to millions of dollars. Meanwhile, with some help from the homeless church, Adam is moving the food supplies and other essentials from the van to his bunker. Troy and Eve go to the adult bookstore as Adam had previously cited it to be his home, but the bookstore owner makes it clear that Adam isn't there. There are a lot of things at the store, but no one named Adam. Discouraged and defeated, Troy and Eve leave in their car, but on their way Eve sees Adam and calls for him. She gets out of his car, jumps straight into Adam's arms and kisses him. He takes her to visit his mom and dad, who are extremely excited to see that their son has finally found a girlfriend. Adam tells his parents that he's leaving with Eve and will get back in 2 months after he sorts everything out for life in the bunker. Adam and Eve sell the stocks for millions of dollars and buy themselves a nice home. Adam gets his parents back into civilization while Calvin is mesmerized to see the technological advancement in 35 years. Helen is simply happy to be back outside. In the end, it's a happy family living freely in the outside world, and that's the end of the video. Stay tuned for more videos like this. To help the channel, subscribe and turn on the notification bell.